Hello, Billie. You are our member of the month for July. Congratulations. Let's just introduce yourself. Tell me where you're from, how you found Rogue.
All right. My name is Billie Mullins, and I live in a little community called Archer City, Texas. And I was diagnosed in January of 2022. I discovered Claire probably maybe the end of April or May of that year.
Hmm.
And I had gone on to YouTube to look for an exercise video to watch. And I saw one of her power moves videos, and I was like, I think I can do that. And so, sure enough, after you click on one social media, well, then on another social media account, it's in your news feed. So then I saw the news feed ad with Claire and Terry, where Terry's like at home and Claire's in the gym, and they're doing power moves. And again, I was like, gosh, I love this. I think I can do this. And so I watched a few YouTube videos, and I just immediately after the first one that I did, I was like, gosh, that made me feel so good. I've got to find out more about this. So, and then I just kind of investigated it a little bit, and I just called, I think. And then the next thing I know, I'm visiting with Claire, and I think I signed up for a month trial
Yeah,
period, and then the rest is history. I've been a member for a year now, so
I know
well,
it's crazy.
here.
It's been a year, so kind of talk to us about that. What is maybe one thing that you couldn't really do as well like last year versus like this year? Um, yeah.
Well, first of all, I couldn't do jumping jacks, and if anybody knows takes classes with Julia, we're going to do jumping jacks. But I don't know if I could even do five, to be honest with you. And of course, I was a little bit overweight and was definitely out of shape. Um, and so, that progressed too, where I changed my diet, I changed my eating. But anyway, yeah, jumping jacks. And then I started getting on the treadmill. And of course, you have that speed one and then the speed two, and just trying to get to the 60 to 70%,
Hmm.
and then trying to get your heart rate up to the 80, 85, and 90%. Those were real challenges,
Hmm.
just to get your speed up and to be consistent. And then, over time, you get to where when you're asked to do a little burst of 20 to 30 seconds at a faster speed of the fastest that you can, well, then you're able to. Now, to sustain that for very long, no, I couldn't do that, but I can do it. When they ask for 30 seconds, I'm like, okay, here we go.
Hmm.
So, yeah, lots of, and, I challenged myself. I think I saw on one of Claire's things that Terry wanted to do jump rope. So I was like, okay, well, that's a challenge. I'm going to have to try it. So, I go out in the garage or the carport and do a little jump rope. Now, can I do it a sustained for 15 minutes? No, but I can do it. I can count, and 20, 30 jumps or maybe a little bit more sometimes. And so in 15 minutes, you've worked up a really good sweat. So I feel really good about that I'm 67 years old and I can do those things.
Absolutely. And I feel like from my perspective, I've seen you grow so much. Like I remember you would say those jumping jacks were hard. And I remember after one class, you were like, I mean, I did all of them. I did all of them. And I was like, yes, you did. I saw. That was awesome. So we all see your progress here. It's amazing how just, exercise and, diet changes and stuff like that really just can change your whole life. And I'm so glad you push yourself. Do you have anything else that motivates you to exercise?
Well, I'll tell you what I saw on because has a Facebook page for their members, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I was on there and checked it out one day, and one of the members, and I can't remember the member's name, had posted something of discipline over regret. Remember, discipline over regret. Exercise to stay independent. If I lose my mobility, I will surely regret it. And that just really struck a chord with me. So I keep this on my kitchen counter. I have it up here where I have my cookbook, and this is right there in the front. And then right below it, I keep my exercise sheets from Claire, the online class schedule. I have that right below it. And so for each day, and of course I date it and I keep them, I've got them in this binder. And then, you can use that as something to encourage you because you can see where you were. And like on the treadmill, and all of these are great resources that Claire and Rogue PT provide. And, you just track all that where you can see what your speed was, what your incline was, what your heart range, how far you went. And so, anyway, but this was a real encouragement to me. And so I keep that where I can see it every day.
Yeah. I think that's a great kind of like word of wisdom and encouragement for anyone who's diagnosed with Parkinson's and anyone in general. Is there anything else that you wanted to add before we kind of sign off?
One thing I couldn't do before we started exercising, I couldn't do jumping jacks. We talked about that, but even just on the floor, like the child's pose and some of the planks and things like that. And now I can do those. Sometimes we have some planks that are harder than others, and you kind of struggle. But I would say don't give up. Just keep pushing through. Just keep pushing through. And if put inspirational quotes all around your home, things that encourage you to stay positive. And Claire and her organization made me feel like I had hope. There was hope because you don't get that out there in the medical world. But you come here and it's like, there is something here I can do. I've got some control here and I can change things. And so all I've got to say is just try it. Just do it. The old Nike thing, just do it.
Just do it. Yeah. Well, you have been a great member. You show up day in and day out, working hard. All of us here, all of us are the instructors here. We know Billie. We know she's showing up. We know you're working hard. So just keep up the great work. We see the difference. I know you see the difference. And I look forward to meeting you in person soon.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.